Yes, welcome back to Jollof and WiFi Studios. Kindly subscribe to this channel. My name remains Komla Time Tells. Yes, and we are back today. We are talking about Honorable Minta Akando. Honorable Minta Akando, the Minister for Health, Republic of Ghana. So Honorable Minta Akando was at the Tamale Teaching Hospital a few days ago. And today we are giving you the brief from when it started, the purpose of going there, to what has been done today. Let's enter quickly. So Honorable Minta Akando was at the Tamale Teaching Hospital that serves about 5 regions in the northern Ghana. So it serves the Upper East, Upper West, the northern region itself, and the 2 other created regions in the northern region.
If you look at the hospital in question, it is a referral hospital, for the 5 northern regions and beyond. And so it is of interest to every opinion leader, every, community member.
He was there on a working visit, and then also to inspect some few things about the ICU and some other machines that were not working. Discovered that there are bigger issues at the teaching hospital that serves 5 regions, which is a referral center for 5 regions in Ghana. The whole Ghana is like 16 regions. And so 5 regions is like 1/3 or almost 1/3, roughly 1/3 of 16 regions. And so Tamale Teaching Hospital serves all these 5 regions. When the district has a problem, there is a case that is higher than them. There is a problem that they cannot resolve. They do a referral to the teaching hospital. So just look at the districts in all these regions, referring to Tamale Teaching Hospital. What it means is that Tamale Teaching Hospital should have all the experiences, all the necessary people, all the machines that are needed to solve problems that districts cannot solve. But the case is not like that. Actually, a young woman passed on at the teaching hospital that was reported on the Tamale radio, and people in the Tamale city protested against. They didn't understand why doctors would be negligent for such a patient to pass on. And so Honorable Minta Akando went there not to do an inspection of the hospital, but upon getting there were revelations that he was amazed.
So this the Jonathan, he's still the one going to open the place.
Dr. Valentine.
Dr. Valentine, sorry.
Because it is his department.
Okay.
He's the head of department at the Red Zone.
So he went in with the minister and the CEO.
Yes.
So
I think the ceilings, the bulbs were not working.
Only 2 bulbs.
Only 2 bulbs were working.
Oh my goodness.
You see. So he couldn't stand the stench. See, he was shaking his head. And Valentine wanted him to come back and just feel it. Oh, you understand? Dr. Valentine also wanted to talk about something bothering the facility. But he was trying to speak at the wrong place at the wrong time, because by then the minister anger was high. It was very high because of what he was seeing. He came because of ventilator issue and ICU, but he came and saw more than what he heard and read about in the media.
And so fast forward, he sacked the CEO. People on Twitter and other social media platforms have been arguing that why is he sacking the CEO? They don't understand why he's sacking the CEO when there are problems to be resolved. The problem is that I think that the CEO is also part of the problem. In as much as Honorable Minta Akando is not a health practitioner, he is a health minister. He's not a doctor. A health minister, it's not obligatory for a health minister to be a doctor. That is a management position. Being a health minister or being a minister or a deputy minister is a management position. It is not a position to come and show us the skills you have in surgery, or come and do surgery or prescription or anything. And so I believe that the health minister must have management experience, and that is what is needed, and understand what is being done at the center. He's not supposed to have a health background, as been argued on X and other platforms. So Minta Akando was there, and upon getting there, this is what he saw.
He came because of ventilator issue and ICU, but he came and saw more than what he heard and read about in the media.
So look at this,
right?
With what we are seeing currently, you see the ceiling ripped off. There's unkept restroom.
Right.
And I mean, okay, if we don't want to add power outage, water.
Yes, yes.
This is an administrative issue.
Right.
There is a director of administration.
Sure.
This is just an HOD of one particular.
And we have head of cleaners.
So that's what I'm saying. Administrator.
Yes.
All of these people
anyway,
fall under.
I agree with you.
So what it means is that anybody who comes here will not have access to the washroom. That's what it means.
No, they will have to move to the one at Orange.
I'm saying that.
Yes, but here
you told me that there's one here and there's a staff.
Yes.
The staff also have one here, and that's why you brought me here to come and see.
Yes.
Is that not the point?
Yes.
Meanwhile, it's not accessible to the patients.
No, it's only accessible when the taps open.
So
that's the situation. So for a while now, water hasn't been flowing in there. And that's why I wanted you to see. You see that there are sachets. People enter there and they use sachet water and then just dump it there. And that's the situation.
at least, even if it is not being used, they can clean the place and lock it.
There's no water.
No, you can clean the place and lock.
There's no water to scrub the place.
Now, when you got there, you realize that they were saying that, oh, we don't have machines are broken, we have this problem. Mind you, these hospitals have internally generated funds. So what do they use it for? Kolebo recently celebrated 100 years. Where did they get the money from? Internally generated fund. Now, we have monies to celebrate anniversaries. We have monies to share and chop. But we don't have monies to repair broken down machines. And we look up to government. And this is what Abu Minta has to say after his visitation. He mentioned that it is not sustainable for government to keep donating equipment to health facilities, only for them to return for funds to replace or maintain these machines when they become obsolete. What happens to the fees charged for using them? This is my question also. When you go to a hospital, they charge you laboratory fees, they charge you administrative, a whole lot of fees, and this department keeps some of these monies. So what do they use it for? What do they use the internally generated funds for? Mind you, the laboratory fees that you are paying, it's not only for the item being used at the hospital. It is also for the department that sent you there. No? They have a share in it. They have a share in it. They charge all sort of fees. In some hospitals, recently he wrote a letter to stop hospitals from charging people for using washrooms. Washrooms that are made for patients and visitors. Washrooms that if someone is passing around and then the person wants a place to pee, the person could enter and ask permission to use it. There be government hospitals are charging people for using washrooms. And so Minta Kando recently wrote a letter to ask these health hospitals to stop that. And I believe they have stopped. Or I want to believe that they have stopped. Because, well, fast forward. He also went to a washroom that is for patients. And he couldn't stand the stench in the washroom upon all his visitation. Meanwhile, there are janitors at the hospitals. Mind you, this is not a clinic we are talking about. This is not a district hospital. This is a teaching hospital, which is the highest form of hospital we have in the land. So there are few teaching hospitals in Ghana, like that of the Tamale, Konfuanoche, Cape Coast, and I think some Afiokuma, I don't know if Afiokuma is a teaching hospital or so, but very few ones. And so teaching hospitals are supposed to be like the standard, but it's not so. They told the health minister they have water crisis. Now, this is where I think they got it wrong. How the hell does a teaching hospital, which has internally generated funds, have water crisis? And then complain to a minister. And the minister, and I ask again, what are you using your internally generated funds for? So it has never dawned on the hospital to dig a borehole and then make sure they have like a pump, water pump, that can pump water into maybe a reservoir or a poly tank they have somewhere, which will have a pump, a small pump, that will distribute the water to all other wards. And so even if Ghana Water is not supplying water, borehole is there to be used. Many places are using boreholes. So what stops the hospital from digging a borehole? Is it that it's not feasible to have borehole at TTH? What is the problem? What is the problem? Is it that they have never thought of it before, or they've thought of it and it never happened? Because I have not seen a borehole in any of our hospitals before. And they are complaining they have water crisis. And we know what is going on in Ghana. Water crisis have been an issue from Kufuor's time. And that is how come we had Kufuor Gallon. Water crisis have been an issue during Mahama's time. An issue during Anado's time. And Mahama is back again. And water crisis is still going on. Because people are doing galamsey. Because there are so many people to serve the water, and Ghana Water alone is not able to serve or whatever problems they have. But I believe that the hospital, being a teaching hospital, having an estate department, should even think of having a borehole, so that this water crisis will not be like, oh, and I didn't doctor not to be more but like, how the hell? Never thought of borehole. Never thought of getting your own water instead of relying on external body to supply you water. The same way, hospitals are supposed to have plants, generators, so that if electricity company takes off the lights, their backup generator will be there to function. These are emergency services that are important for every hospital to have. But in Ghana, the news is different. So, Mintan Kando, after back and forth with the CEO of the hospital, well, he said there was no anger, but I think he got very angry when he entered the washroom, and then the stench, he couldn't stand it. There has been so many issues about Tamale Teaching Hospitals in the past, in 2024 like this. There were issues of people dying, and then they couldn't, the doctors couldn't explain. There were issues of monies being overused. There is a whole management of the hospital. There is a CEO. There are DDNS. There are people like, it's not like they are lacking leaders who. Leaders are there. And so Minta Kando, after arriving in Accra, wrote a letter, CEO is sacked. And then the following day, a new CEO came. The following day now, it looked like they planned it. Because how the hell do you sack someone today? Tomorrow you have somebody to replace him. So the next day they had someone to replace the sacked CEO. Now, after the person replacing the sacked CEO, the doctors agitated and they said they don't understand why the CEO is sacked. And so doctors went on strike. But I think a day after, the Yana or the chief of the of Tamale went to speak with them, and then they agreed to return. Now, Minta didn't end it down there. See, Minta is the man of the season now. Minta went ahead to supply the hospital with most of the machines they said they are broken down and many things.
So it's one of a symbolic handing over of the items. This is one of the ICU ventilators, and I'm told that even when the lights are out, they still have some batteries to sustain it for some time. And so I wish and pray that the facility will take good use and good care of the machines so that it benefits the people in the catchment area. I thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Really, 1 week to be able to check you.
So this is a patient monitor, and we have a number of them. And anesthesia machines, the incubators, they are all in the car, and they are for the onward distribution to Tamale Teaching Hospital. Thank you.
Now, I don't expect this hospital to come back again, giving complaints, and what he asked was, you don't need a Minister of Health to come and inspect your bathroom. And this was an impromptu visit. Most of these hospitals have the same thing. Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. People have been mentioning them in the comment section. The problems at Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, after Minta Kando visiting Tamale, hospitals are back to their feet. Hospitals are back to their feet. People, those who have to repair their ACs are repairing them. Those who have to clean their washrooms are cleaning them. Those who have to do painting are painting them. And you know something I have known about hospitals for some time now? These doctors have their private hospitals. Some of them, like a group of people, they form the private hospitals. Some of them work for other private hospitals. And so sometimes they refer cases to their private hospitals. They will not tell you this. I am telling you. They refer cases to their private hospitals. I have someone who went to a rich hospital to go and perform a surgery. And the doctor asked that he book it at his private hospital. And the money being charged at the private hospital was more than that which is going to be charged at the rich hospital. The person is my family member, so I know what I'm talking about. And so we insisted that they do it at the government hospital, and it took days. Meanwhile, at the private hospital, it would have been quick, and they go. But it took days. Fast forward, it was done. And she's healthy now. Minta cannot supply the hospital with all these supplies you could see. Let's go on them. So he supplied them with digital phygmomanometer, bowl and stand, kick-out buckets, instrument cabinet, ward screen, operating lamp, delivery set, EEG, emergency resuscitation trolley, ambu bag, nebulizers, trolleys, wheelchairs, examination lamp, defibrillators, Charlie, a whole lot. He supplied them with all these things. And so this is to tell the hospitals that, see, and he made it plain that you can't rely on government to supply with all these things, and the next day they get spoiled, you come back to the government. What are you using your IGF for? There are some hospitals that almost Kenya Fridays, the people at the top, the administrators or not, they share the monies. They share some of these internally generated funds. Charlie, a lot is happening in our hospitals. If you have no idea, you have no idea. But trust me, a lot is happening there. And internally generated funds are being shared among people. They are being used for anniversaries when the needs of the hospitals are there. So some hospitals are back to their feet. They are repairing machines they have to repair. This same Intakando was at Kolebu during the last year, just last year. When a lift has broken down, a lift to a patient had broken down, and Kolebu couldn't maintain it. What are they using the internally generated funds for? These are teaching hospitals we are talking about. The highest standards. Yet the highest standard they're doing things that you can't even understand. And so we think that Mita Akano should be visiting these hospitals with surprises. He should be visiting them. Cape Coast Teaching Hospital should be the next. After that, Ridge. After that, Kolebu. After that, Kumasi, Konvanochi Teaching Hospital. He should visit them. Try and visit them. Impromptu. Because if you tell them you are coming, they will resolve all the problems that they have to resolve 2 years ago. But if you go unannounced visitations, they will sit on their feet, sack the people you have to sack. The people you have to sack. And for Tamale left to me alone, even the management should be sacked. The management should be sacked. Should be dissolved and a new management be formed. How do we sit down and put patients' life at risk? Doctors defend their own. Regardless of if their own is wrong, they will defend him. I mean, that is very well known. Doctors defend their own, and I love them for that. But if they are not doing what they have to do, in this country, we don't even find, like, life is like, okay, then what next? They have seen so many deaths. I'm not saying doctors are not doing well. Some doctors are doing very well. There's this very doctor at Rich that so many people when my aunt my family member went to sleep there or had to go under surgery there. So many people were telling me, this doctor, he's very good. You don't have a problem. This doctor, he's very caring. He's so good. There are doctors like that, we understand. But there are some also who leave their work for their junior doctors to do, and they go and sleep. When they are on duty at night, they don't stay at the hospital. They go to their houses, and when the junior doctors who are still practicing, they are getting to know things. They are supposed to follow them. No, they will leave their work for them. I know what I'm talking about. And so I think Mita Akano should be visiting these hospitals promptly, unannounced, to know the problems. Because if you tell them, they will resolve them. So go there and know. Let them be back on their feet. Let the estate management of that hospital be back on its feet. Let the management of the hospital be back on its feet. Let the CEO be back on its feet. And let it not be that because we know someone is visiting, so we have to repair what we have to repair. Things must start working. And let the country start working. My name remains Kwamina Timetel. Kindly subscribe to this channel, like our video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And that's my time. I'm out.